Hi, I'm Max. I'm the creator behind Eat the Rich Art. I use he, him and they, them pronouns, and I thought I'd show you today what I made in July. First up, I made 4 Labubu head keychains. This is one that I pattern tested on Ribbler. The pattern's the full body, but I decided just to make the heads and stick them on some keychains. Sadly, none of these have sold, so out of the 4 that I made, I still have all 4, but they were the first thing I made in July. I love them so much, and I really hope that they can find their forever homes at some point in August. Then I've mostly been on keychains in July. There's a lot of keychains. I don't have many of them left here to show you because I did have the 3 markets in July, so a lot of them sold. But if I don't have a physical one, I will be popping images up, hopefully. So I'm going to start with all the ones I've got physically, and then we'll have a bit of a photo roundup of all of the ones that have sold. And for now we have the lovely Husky collective. But yeah, so second up I have this elephant, which is, I think it's like the cutest thing I've ever made. I'm pretty sure I freehanded this. If I can find a similar pattern, I'll link it down below for you. But yeah, it is just so cute. I love it. On the same kind of vibe, I made a pig's head keychain, which is spinning. It's just, again, it's so cute. I'm so sad it didn't sell, but I did have one that was the full body, and then I ran out of this yarn, which is why this one's only the head, and the full body one sold, which I'm very happy about, and it sold to a reverend, and I don't think I've ever spoken to a reverend before, so that was an interesting experience. But she was lovely. Yeah, that was cool to chat to her. Next thing up, I made a squid. This is all from Jade's Squishy Squid pattern, and I've made it in acrylic, so it's really fuzzy, which is a shame. I hate how fuzzy acrylic gets. All when the ends come out, I'll need to fix that. Whoopsie. But yeah, this guy is adorable. I love him so much. I need to get more big chunky pink yarn because I love making things in neon pink, and I'm out of neon pink yarn. So that'll be a trip to Hobbycraft. And if Hobbycraft don't have any, it'll be a Lovecrafts order because we love Lovecrafts over here. So the next thing I made was I made 3 fish. This is one of them that I have left because, again, they all sold. This is actually bigger than the ones that I sold. I think actually I have the size that I made in July in my bag because this one's one that I've had to prep since. So bear with, and I will see if I've got the smaller one. Yeah, I found the smaller one. So this is actually the size that I've been selling. This one's got adorable gold eyes. It's so cute. And this is the size that I've prepped for August. So this one's got really cute pink eyes. I just get these off Amazon, to be honest, bulk buy them because it's cheap. But this one specifically is the goldfish pattern by Skein Spider, and then this is a version of it I've made using Skein Spider's fins but on the body of Storybook Crochet's mini fish to make it a little bit smaller, save a bit of yarn, because I tend to make these when I'm getting towards the end of a ball of yarn because they don't take very much but they turn out a decent size. That's why I've got different sizes of them. I made 3 of those in July. You'll start to notice from this point on that a lot of stuff is in this yarn because I've started to prep for the August markets. So all of the things I have physically to show you are things that I've made in one day, and I just take one ball of yarn down to the sofa with me and crack on. So a lot of things are in this yarn. Next I made, again, pink one, 5 Love Cats. This has cute little orange eyes, and this is also my own pattern, so I worked out a way that I crochet all of this in. This isn't sewn on or anything, it's not made separately. As I'm going around I add in the bobbles, including the tail, so you'll notice there's no sewing or seam there, that's just straight in. So I would like to adapt this pattern, I think, to try and make a Toothless or a Light Fury, because it won't be too hard to add in a few extra bobbles. And all of the Toothless patterns I've found are quite, there's just a lot of sewing involved, and I hate sewing with chenille, especially this stuff. This stuff is so sheddy. So if I can try and make it where I just crochet it in, I'm going to. So you might see some low toothlesses or light furies popping up in August, hopefully. The next thing I made in July was octopuses. Again, I just add little Amazon eyes onto these. I've used the clear eyes on these because I've got so many of these left and they're so small that I can't really use them on the fish, and that's where they make the most sense. So they're on the octopuses. I think this is also all from Jade's pattern, but I do just kind of do it off the top of my head, so it's also sort of free-handed. Then I made, is it turtles next? No, it's not turtles next. I made 5 brontosauruses in July. That is cat hair. Oops. This one's so wonky. I think I understuffed this one. But yeah, this is, I think it's Kaylee Crochets. Again, that'll be down there. This is a free Instagram pattern. Most of these are free patterns, either on Ribbler or Instagram, or that I've downloaded from the Lovecrafts website. I don't pay for patterns at this point, because I'm trying to keep my costs low while I build my audience up. Once I've built my audience up, I'd like to do some more paid patterns, but for now, a Bronto. And I've got, again, really cute little Amazon eyes on it, but these are pink because he's pink. I made 2 of those for my cousins, so they have felted eyes, which I will try and pop a photo of, which is really cool. My mum's done those for me. So I would like to do some more with felted eyes because I'd like to do more baby safe stuff. Like I do these eyes because they're quick. I've got a little tool that makes it really quick. I really don't, again, hate sewing with chenille so much. But yeah, if I can do some more with felted eyes, that would be nice because I really do want to do baby safe stuff, but it's fine. I do let people know when they come to my stall that stuff with the safety eyes isn't safe for under 3s. But yes, then we have turtles. I made 6 turtles in July. All of them were this size. I've not tried making any bigger ones just yet. This is all from Jade's free pattern as well. And again, really cute little eyes. And like these pink eyes, they make it look like they've got conjunctivitis, or as Americans would call it, pink eye, if they're on anything that's not pink. So I've got so many of them left because I can only use them on the pink things, otherwise they look really weird, but it's fine. I'll get through them eventually, I'm sure. The big ones don't look as bad because I've got these in 8mm and 12mm. So the 12mm look a lot better than the 8mm, but next up is bees. So I made 7 bees in July. This one has green eyes. I have ones with blue eyes. They're meant to be the Minecraft bees, which is why they've got green and blue eyes. But I can't be bothered to make them square, so I just freehand this again. A lot of these are ones where, cause I've got to the point with my crochet now where I know the basic shapes, so it's a ball. I can make a ball. If I can find a pattern, I'll link one, but I do just freehand them. And they're cute as hell. This is another one I make 2 sizes of, but I don't think I have the other size with me. Then next up will be my snakes. I made 21 snakes in July, both in between the markets and then also prepping now for August. So I have them in 4 colours. All of them are the Paintbox Yarns prints, and I just embroider little eyes onto them. I don't bother putting tongues on because I don't trust the surface crochet to not pull off. But yeah, so I have 4 here with me. I made 21 in July. And they wiggle because they've got hair colours in. Again, this is one I freehand, but it is based on the Celestial Homebody's gummy worm pattern, so I will link hers in the description. But if you want to do the heads, I tend to just get about 1 inch away from the top of the hair curler, and then I swap from double crochet into single crochet, do increases all the way around for 2 rounds. Do 1 round of single crochet and then start to decrease down by doing 1 single crochet, 1 decrease, until I get to the point where it's over the end of the curler, and then once it's over the end of the curler I just decrease all the way around until it closes and tie it off at the end, because she just goes straight up and makes the tube. But that's how you do the head, if that makes sense. So then I made 2 frog poppers in July. These are not the same colour because I've run out of the yarn that I used it for, which if you'll have watched my July market recaps you'll realise. I have a photo, hopefully, that I will put here of the other colour, but this is the new colour. It's like way more pastel. Sometimes I put the spots on, sometimes I don't. People don't seem to mind if they don't have spots. And then I have my chicks, which also have safety eyes in. This one has blue eyes, but I do them with green and brown as well. Sometimes they have pink and red ones if I want them to be evil. The kids seem to like the evil ones because they're little weirdos and I love that for them. But yeah, I have the chicks. I also made this blanket in July, which is made from this really cute variegated yarn. This is 2 different variegated yarns, which is why there's such clear stripes, and then this is just a mess of grey and purple. But yeah, I wanted just a little lap blanket when I'm in my office chair, and 2 balls made a decent sized lap blanket. This is one I will probably add more to when I find yarns that match, because I found these in our local recycled craft store. There was just the 2 different balls and I went, they kind of complement each other, let's pop them together in a blanket. So if I find another ball that complements everything else, I'll add it on. If I don't, I won't. I'm happy with the size of it, but it'll probably be an ongoing project, which I like having. It's nice sometimes just to turn my brain off and make a star, which is why this is the 2nd star blanket that I've made and definitely won't be the last. Which then brings us nicely on to the things I don't have photos of because I've not made any for August yet and they sold. No, it's things I have photos of, I don't have physical versions of. So yeah, first off I made 8 mushroom poppers. These are the same as the chicks and the frogs, but this is my baby safe version, or my under 3s safe version, because I just embroidered the eyes and the little mouth on. Then I made 1 little mini bear. I don't think I'll be making this pattern again, but I will link it in the description. I just didn't get on with it very well and I didn't have very much of the yarn. If I'd have had more of the yarn I probably would have got on with it a bit better. I made 3 whales. I do intend on making more, but right now I am focused on octopuses and turtles. So 3 whales. I made 1 chunky dino. It's meant to be a T-Rex. I don't think it looks much like a T-Rex, but that'll go there. I do want to make some more of those, but they take me quite a while. And they turn out quite small when I make them in acrylic. So if I have enough chunky chenille yarn left to make one a bit bigger, I will. If I don't, then I'll probably leave making any more of them until October now. Or the prep for October. I don't have any September events, so all of September is going to be market prep for October. But yeah, I made 1 of them, 1 dino. Then I made 2 bunny head keychains. They sold both to a pair of very gothy sisters, which was amazing. That was at the same market as I talked to the Reverend at. 2 bunny keychains. I would like to make some more of these. I just need to get some more dark purple yarn or black or something. Then I made 1 toothless keychain. All of my animal head keychains are free-handed because there's something I just go, oh, like I've not got enough yarn, I'm just going to make some ball shaped. So it's just a ball with different ears and knobbly bits on. But yeah, I made 1 toothless keychain. That sold at, I think that sold at the summer fair. I would like to make some more of these because they are very cute, but I need to try and make them look a bit more like toothless. So I need to try and work out how to flatten the head because toothless has a very flat head and I've just been making balls. Yeah, on the topic of toothless, I made a toothless and a light fury for my sister. These are so goofy. They were made with the exact same pattern, so I don't know how they've turned out so differently. It's the same yarn. I think the only thing I did was I took 1 round of repeats out of the light fury's head because she was turning out too cone shaped on the top. So I think I need to find a pattern that I get on with better. I will link the one I used in the description if you want to give it a go because it does turn out cuter. Then I also made 2 hippos. I only have a photo of one, I think, because the other one sold at market pretty quickly, but I did make one for my sister as well, so I'll pop that there. She's had that made into a keychain. I don't think I've got a photo of it with the keychain in though. But yeah, so that's a bag hoodie. I would love to make more of these because they are adorable. They're meant to be snugglers, so you're not meant to stuff the body, but I do tend to put a little bit of stuffing in just because I'm not a fan of snugglers, to be honest. But yeah, so that's cute. That is also a free Instagram pattern, so link below. The last thing I made as a commission was for my baby cousin, who hopefully should be born soon. I made her a bunny because my nan's commissioned me to make that for her. She's got a little carrot bag, it's adorable. So that started off my August prep, which is why that's in the pink yarn, and then everything else is in the pink yarn because that's just the ball I had with me. Then next thing after that then was another commission, which was 2 memory bears. I'm not going to put a photo of those here. It just feels a bit disrespectful to the family, but yeah, a very nice lady who lives near my mum had sadly had her husband pass away, so she's given me a bunch of his old shirts and asked me to make 6 memory bears for her. I made 4 of those in June, and then I made another 2 in July for her, so that was really nice to be a part of that and creating that memory for her grandchildren, her children. I really do enjoy making the memory bears. I complain a lot about it when I have to because I don't like the pattern, but hopefully at some point I will be making enough of them for it to be worth me investing in a better pattern. The one that I use currently was a free one. That is, it's always nice that people trust me with that kind of stuff. But yeah, I do need a better pattern that doesn't turn out quite as big, because they turn out probably like 30 to 40 centimetres and that takes a lot of stuff in. They take just over half a pillow worth of stuff in per bear, which is huge. But yeah, that wraps up everything I made in July. So in total that is 102 items. 2 of those are sewn, 100 crocheted. I didn't realise until I was adding it up for this video that I made 100 items in July, crocheted 100 items in July. That is so many items, and hopefully intending to make more than that in August. I'm about to start filming my August prep video, so if you recognise this t-shirt in the next video, that's why. Thank you for listening to everything I made in July. If there's anything you spot and you like, it will probably be on my Ko-Fi store, which is in the description. If it's not, feel free to drop me a message on Ko-Fi, and I'm always happy to just make you a custom list and ship it off. I take commissions, as mentioned. I'm happy to make pretty much any pattern in any yarn, so just drop me a message, I can make it and I'll ship it off to you. But yeah, that is everything I made in July. If you want to, you can tell me in the comments what you've been making while you've been watching this video, if you've been making anything. Any suggestions for other content would be wonderful, because I'm very new to this. I'm struggling to know what to make and what people want to see. I should probably tell you to like and subscribe. Like and subscribe, please. It's good for my growth as a business and as a person and as a YouTuber. Hopefully, maybe. Oh, it feels so cringy to call myself that. I'm not a YouTuber yet. I'm just trying to be one. But yeah. Bye bye.